You know, one of my instructors told me, he said, better late than never. Yes. So, we say 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, you know. We get certain system in us, which is stand fighter. When I do that librarian man, you call a blower. He said, what time is it? They say at 7 o'clock, I wait to my house until when 7 o'clock, about 7:30, I'll be going to that place. Hello? Hi. Hi. Hello. Okay, so some of you have not seen Cllr before. And some of you now hear the name. You know, who saw Jesus? But you believe that Jesus is saying so. Yeah. But who know God? Nobody. Who know God complexion? Nobody. Okay. I know God complexion. I God look. Hello? Hello? Now give a big hand of the applause for your bravo. Welcome your miss. My people, this is Cllr Gongloe. I will be waiting for Cllr Gongloe, your people. Yes. So, yeah. Here. Nimba Kwado here. Here. I think you guys, you capture from Edo Sago, right? Sago is the president, your people, your president. I'm happy to be here, but I don't believe in Liberian time. I believe in real time. But today was a bad day. 2 nights ago, my 37-year-old nephew, who was just about to be capped at a nursing school, was killed right by his house. His own house crossing the road. The blood is still there. So, as is our tradition, among the man and people, you don't keep that kind of body. So we buried him today in King Green. So that's where I'm just coming from. I even left the poor meeting and said, no, people are waiting for me. I would have been here on time, but it was because of this side incident that I didn't come on time. But you listen to me on the radio, many of you, because I'm always on the radio, telling the Liberian people that other people want to be president. For me, I just want to be a project manager to change Liberian story for the better. This country does not deserve the kind of suffering that it is experiencing. Liberia is a naturally rich country. We are not naturally poor. I say that because I've traveled all over Africa. I was working in Ethiopia one time in a place called Dawa, and people were standing in the rain. When rain fell, men wearing coats were standing in the rain. And I said, why are you standing in the rain? Are you people mad? They said, no. Sir, we are not mad. But we are not raining here for 3 years. But we take rain for granted here. We even waste water all over the place. So God has blessed us that it rains here even when we don't expect it. We should be grateful that it rains. In other countries, sometimes 3 years, 5 years, no rain. Morocco, many of the things that we eat in the supermarket here come from Morocco. Morocco is a desert country. When they plant things, they have to look for water to spray it. We don't have that problem here. So can we say that God has not done well for us? In Liberia, most of the plums we have were not planted by anyone. We just ate it, drop the seed, it started growing by itself. I have traveled in many places in Africa, it does not happen. We take it for granted here. So a country where people can just eat plums, eat oranges, and then the seed grow by itself cannot be a poor country. We are naturally rich. Our soil is rich. How many people here, they plant a garden that use fertilizer? You can plant garden in one swamp for the next 10 years without using fertilizer, you will still get good yield. That is Liberia. Then the soil that God gave us is so rich. Whether we got diamond, we got gold, we got uranium, we got iron ore. Can we say we are not a rich country? We are. The only thing that is lacking here is the type of leadership that will make everybody to enjoy the wealth that God produces. We cannot be a poor country. When today the government in power, the party in power, right now they're spreading millions of dollars around Liberia. Election is coming. When CDC ran 2005, they didn't have money. 2011, they didn't have money. 2017, they didn't have money. Today, they are giving $9 million to Maryland, $9 million to Grand Crew, $9 million to Grand Judah, $9 million to Sinai, $9 million over. Nimba County, $15 million. Liberian dollars. And that is also going to increase the suffering because the rate will soon go up. Few people will eat that money and the majority of the people will begin to suffer. Because when the rate goes up, prices will go up.
Yes.
It will multiply poverty. Right now, the rate is 165 now. Before the end of next week, it will be 170. And that will translate to the prices. The majority of the people will suffer. But we keep, we are a rich country. But we don't want to enjoy the wealth because on election day, we can vote for bags of rice, money, and liquor. Then we start suffering for 6 years, 9 years. And some people even put in their faces and say, we bought our vote for you. We need to change that story. And I strongly believe that we can change that story.
Yes.
Leadership is not for the leaders themselves. It's for those who are led. The level of suffering, I am the only presidential aspirant in the history of Liberia that have gone to 301 towns across Liberia. I did so to see the conditions under which people are living in Liberia and to experience those conditions. I've been sleeping on bamboo beds with the straw, palm leaf straw, with the mattress made out of rice bags in many places. I've been drinking well water, running water. Over 90% of the towns I've gone to, the people are still drinking running water into this world. Of course, taking bath in environment where half of your body can be seen. So when you're a presidential aspirant and you only go to the big towns, you go to Sanigole, you go to Ganta, you go to Banga, you go to Zwedi, you do not see those things. I'm going to villages. I was in River G, I was in Jakaken, up the main road. I slept in Duake, up the main road. I went to Philadelphia in Grand Crew. I went to Boajiken, where, by the way, I saw a lot of money in Giopo all over the place I went, everywhere. I was in Pinetown, I was in Sino. Yeah, I was in Bogaza in Lufa. I went to Brole. Brole is the home of the late Jackson F. Joe. I call it the political shrine of Nimba County because that's the place where the first son of Nimba came from and ran for presidency. It's an important town. I went to Tuzon in Grand Judah. I slept in Tuzon. Then I went to Zozwale. And I slept there. It's the home of the late General Thomas Kumpa.
Yes, sir.
I went to Pinestown. Pinestown is the home of the late General Thomas Hussein. I went to all those places to see the conditions under which those people are living, and in my process trying to reconcile and unify the country. Because as a Nimba man, sleeping in Tucson was very important in terms of national unity and reconciliation. But during the war, the 1980s and during the war, the Nimba people and the Crown people had differences. Although right now a lot of Nimbayans and Grandians are married to each other, but it's important for a political figure coming from Nimba to sleep in Tucson.
Yes.
It's a big statement for reconciliation and unity. I deliberately slept in the Mandingo town in Lofa called Bakedu. Also because we have to be truthful. That we and the Mandingo people, they give a man, they have had problem with the Mandingo. I slept in Bakedu. I went to Sakanandu and spent time there, spoke to the people. So I'm deliberately in the process of awareness, trying to reconcile the country and trying to unify the country, that we are one. Yes. Leadership is by example, not just by speaking. I'm going there in those places. And it's changing the story of trying to look for votes. You can't look for votes only in the big city. The Liberians don't only live in the big towns. There are Liberians living in the bushes. Yeah? So I went in Lofa, the places I went, no candidate from Lofa has been to some of the places I went to. I went to 28 strategic towns in Lofa, for example. Yalamana Home, the Maniland, Zina Loma, way up the hill, Pasegizia in Lofa. Yeah? Honia Home in the Mani area, Bala Home, the home of the late Dr. Cassell. I went on Monkey Bridge there. Bozi, what do you call it? Kambo Town in River Cess. Boji Town in River Cess. Zono Town in Grand Bassa County. So many places around the country that I've been to. Wangekor in Cape Mount County. Supermarket, Herring Town, Supplement Town in Babulo County. Yeah, Bar, Nimba Point in Cape Mount, and Bar in Cape Mount Bar in Bombay County. I've been to Cllr in Bon County, David Dean's Town in Bon County, Cllr, I slept in Cllr. I slept in Sanoye Town. I went to Bunuta. I've been all over the country. I did it for a purpose. Bablo Town in Grand Jede. Everywhere I've been up the mirror, I tell them I have a 10-point agenda for changing Liberia's story for the better. No. And I tell them that I know that a lot of voters are discouraged, and I'm going around telling them, please register to vote, because we are about to change Liberia's story. And I tell them, when I was in southeastern Liberia, I was really concerned about the road condition. Can you imagine? There's a place in River G Town, River G County. So the place is 30 minutes apart in normal days. Kilipo Kanweke, from Kilipo Kanweke to Bebo Kanweke in normal days, 20 to 30 minutes. We finished our event in Kilipo Kanweke after speaking to the people, and then I spoke to Nimba Kwado, the huge group of Nimba people living there. They have a group called Nimba Kwado. And then I was to speak to the people in Bepo Kanwike at 6 o'clock. 30-minute room. We left Kilipo Kanwike at 5 o'clock and arrived in Bepo Kanwike at 1 a.m. in the morning. Because 10 minutes after we left Kilipo Kanwike, we saw a board with over 20 trucks. That's small car stuck in the mud. Can't move. So our 3-car convoy could not pass. Even though we have 4-wheel drive cars. But we couldn't pass. I passed, I rolled up my trousers, took off my shoes in my hand, crossed the mud around 6:30. I normally go to bed at 9 o'clock. By 9:30, I got so sleepy, I picked leaves, put them on the road. I didn't know I was going to sleep until at 12:30, somebody came and picked me up. The cars are off. They're out of the mud. And then there was a lady in a pickup, and she was so sick, stuck in the mud. So I asked the driver, is that car out of the mud too? They said, no. I said, in good conscience, I can't leave the woman sick in the mud. So let's get the pickup up. It took another 30 minutes to 1 hour. The pickup got off, but it destroyed my 4-wheel because the pickup was so loaded from Monrovia. It was carrying a truck load. So we got it out of the mud. Good, we did it, but we are still repairing the 4-wheel. We spent over $1,000 to repair. But that's the difficulty that people are having in southeastern Liberia. Where majority, in fact, I was speaking in Putu Tiawan town. It's in Grand Jede, in the Putu area. And then I said, yes. So I said, but I said the president is from southeast. And I want to name somebody. One young man said, no, Councillor Gongloe don't need. The entire government is from southeast. The heads of the 3 branches of government are from southeast in Nigeria. Yes.
Zeyu, the man that made a note of busy on the road. He says Zeyu. We now answer with good faith. You are dying or seeing us, Zeyu.
Here, Liberia, here. No swearing, that Easter Monday, you can't be So as I was lying down before I slept, I said, so bad road can honor my peace and security. What if Africa were to attack us? How will we move our troops? Right here will be defeated because our army will not be able to move.
Yeah.
I say honor, your human security. If you are a sick person and moving you from Kilipo Kanwike to the big clinic in Bepo Kanwike, you will die right here.
Exactly.
Because from 5 o'clock to 1 o'clock in the morning, you will die right here. A pregnant woman will give birth right here. And she's not careful, she could die right here. I said also, barrow can multiply poverty. Because assuming that you're in Cllr in Maryland where we slept, if you're in Cllr and you plant a big what they call a planting farm, and you say I'm harvesting it to carry it to Gubachom Monrovia to sell, you go to one businessman and say, credit me money to rent a truck because I know I'll pay your money next week. You come to Bepo Kanwike, your car will be right there, and the planting will get rotten after 10 days.
You are not going.
And then you finish getting poor because you come back to Cllr, the shopman will say, pay my money now. You say, oh, the planting got right. You say, now my business get me my money. And then all your savings you take and pay the man money, and if it's not sufficient, you might even sell some of your things to pay the man. Then you have gotten poorer. So bad rule multiplies poverty. Leadership is about wisdom and commitment to do what is right. When we were growing up in Tapeta, I never heard one day that the road to change got blocked. I never heard that one day. I grew up in Tapeta, I go to school there. Why? Because under Tubman, when I was in school in Tapeta, Otto Tubman, and even though later on, there was probably 1 yard in Ganta, one in Kwetu, another one in Tapeta, another one in Tota, another one in Kamyeke, and then the last one in Plivo. So the roads were not paved, but they were well maintained, and because they were well maintained, people used to move up and down. 1979, as a student leader, I took taxi from Hapo. By 9 p.m., I was in Monrovia. Same day. How come today people can't leave from Maryland and be sure of when they will reach Monrovia? You can't leave from Monrovia and be sure when you will reach Red Roof. How you can plan? You can't plan anything in a country like that. So a lot of people here don't go. Even the children come from America, they can't be sure whether when they go, they will come back. Because you come here for 2 weeks to go back, you lose your job. So I tell people that one of my life-changing situations I want to bring in this country is to change our story on the road in the southeast, in Lofa and Bampulo. By doing our work in the past, by bringing Polo yards in all of the 15 counties, Monha Yellow, Monha Polo yards everywhere. Yes. It worked before. It might take the next 50 years to pave all the roads, but let the roads be maintained so that people can move freely, so that goods can move freely, so that ambulances can be meaningful. Because we have bad roads, ambulances are meaningless. Does that make sense? Yes. We need to have polywood yards in all of the counties to maintain the roads and to build more farm to market roads. The next thing we want to do is in the health area. In the health area, the report is that more pregnant women die in this country than most countries in the world. Liberia is among the 10 countries in the world that report a very high degree of death among pregnant women. Children down here too. Children below the age of 5 die. So here the woman she had 5 children, but only 1 child she had. Because the children normally in Liberia they die before reaching age 5. And a lot of our old people die. So I have a plan that under my regime, pregnant women, children under the age of 5, and all old people from 65 years old up will go to all government hospitals and clinics free of charge.
Hey, go ahead.
Yeah. Liberia has money. If they can take $9 million and be divided in $15 million free of charge, that money can go into health. Today at JFK, the only prescription they can give you, go to local pharmacy. Yes. No medicine. If there's no medicine at JFK, at the clinic in Tapeta, government clinic in Tapeta, you expect to have money? That the one in Zulu? That the one in Tucson? No. We have to change that story. And I tell people that when I become president, government hospital and clinics will be better than private hospital and clinics.
Hey!
Because as president, I will get up and go to Gray and say, I'm here for medical checkup. I say, I give my medical checkup. When you tell me that there's one not there, there's one not there, I'll fire the head of the clinic and send him for police investigation. The next day, I go to Kepaman, to the JJ Garden Hospital. I say, I came for complete medical checkup. The president, they one not there, they one not there. When I go to 10 hospitals and clinics, and the equipment that should be there not there, the medicine not there, before going, I will ask the Minister of Finance, have you disbursed the money in the budget to that clinic or to that hospital? They say yes. 1 month ago, 2 months ago, okay, I'm going there. Because if the hospital, government hospital clinic is not good for the president, then it's not good for any citizen too. So I strongly believe that when 10 heads of clinic and hospitals are in jail and accounting for the thing that government put there, other heads of hospital and clinic will be scared not to steal. Yes. Am I correct? Yes. They will be scared not to steal. Then by that now, there will be medicine in government hospital and clinics. Or they say. You can't cook the food that you don't eat and expect that other people want to eat it. They get up and say, oh, government doing what for the hospital and clinic. In fact, I heard the Minister of Finance saying the 14 military hospital is the best in West Africa, it's state of the art. Government has done so well, we are government has done so well. But God has a way of solving problems and proving lies. So it didn't stay long after that, I think give her a month. Then he and wife had accident with Lufa Road. Why he didn't go to 14 military? Why he didn't go there? Why did he go to Turkey? Why did he go to Turkey here and why? Why they didn't go to 14? See, the 14 is the best. Why they didn't go there? When they lie to us, God can prove that they are lying. He sent his driver and security to JFK where there's no medicine. But he and wife went to Turkey. They flew them to Turkey. I will not do such a thing. Under my government, the president himself will be going for medical treatment in Liberia government hospital. So I will not pay any money for medical treatment. The next thing we'll do, I talk about road and health. The next thing will be education. I travel all over the country. So many children are not going to school because their parents don't have money.
Yes.
That means our country is going behind. I strongly believe that no Liberian child should be left behind. And the Constitution of Liberia, under Article 6, mandates, makes it a duty of the government to educate all Liberian children. And not by choice, it is a duty of the government to educate all Liberian children and to eliminate illiteracy. So when I'm president, I will carry out that mandate. Every Liberian child will go to school. Every Liberian child will go to school free. No parent will pay 1 cent in any government school. Their copybooks, their pencils and pens, the food they eat, their textbooks will be provided by government librarians.
Hey! Yes.
We do not want any single parent or even parents to have any excuse not to send a child to school. Because it is in the interest of this report of Liberia for every child to go to school. Maybe the children who are not going to school because their parents don't have money are the ones that God gave brains to be our doctors, to be our scientists, to be our inventors. So when we don't give them opportunity to go to school, it is not their parents that are being hurt, it is the country that is being hurt.
Yes.
Because maybe the good that God sent here, the brains that God sent here to turn things around are the ones that are being spoiled. God is a just God. He did not put brains only in the heads of rich poor children. So every child, no child will be left behind under my government. Every child will go to school freely. I have a plan to eliminate illiteracy, to make everybody read in this country in 2 years. Because you see, today the whole world is operating by phone. By phone. If you don't know how to read and write, you can't use phone. You can't put number in the phone.
Don't control the children.
If you can't read and write, if I go to a village, I said this in supermarket near Herenta in Bapu. I said, mother, if I send you text message and send you $50 and say that's secret between you and myself, will that secret be kept? No. Because you will take the phone to show it to somebody. My phone right clear, somebody. Then they finish reading and say, Cllr Gongloe came and say that secret, my niece corner, only $50 to do one. That secret? And that secret good. But because she can't read and write, our secret good. The woman said that, she said, I think you're talking that happened to me. Say somebody sent me 15,000 liberty. The phone rent, I showed it to my daughter, my own daughter read it in, and took 10,000 for her money, and want to give me 5,000. Because I can't read it right. She that what she said in supermarket. She said, 1 week before, the person will come to visit and she said, "Ma, I want to make confession. The last time that person who came to visit, that 15,000 is sent. Wow, 10,000. So because before she can't tell you how much she sent to you, so I won't make confession to you, I beg you forgive me.
I dare you.
Because then another woman in Buchanan, I was talking about this evening, the woman said, oh, the people who can get the US for the US direct, who can get money from money direct. She said, they send my own money. I saw one little boy say my phone rang clear because they say when you ring, that means message inside. Why means the boy read the thing. He said, oh my, the book here, the order they say the already not reach Monrovia. She said, different day, she showed the phone to somebody. Oh man, they saying money, plenty of money. See, hey, the boss said the boy just said they're not reach Monrovia. When they want to check, the boy now take the money. She had no idea who the boy was. Wow. So then I said, so that is the reason why it is important to know ABC and number. So I say in 2 years I'll make every old lady, every man, everybody who are now going to school to know number and to say to write the name.
Do it.
I'm an adult literacy teacher. I was trained by the government library in 1981 in Ethiopia. From my experience from teaching old people can be more interested in learning faster than young people. Exactly. Because they want to know the thing quick. That want to teach them in 2 years will not be hard. From my experience. What I would do is this. My plan is all the students in Liberia who are from 7th grade to 12th to Navry, junior high. Then the other one from 10th grade to 12th grade. Then in the towns that they have colleges, government will give them what they call stipend, research money, every month for them to teach at least 10 people in their community when they come from school. They finish eating their food 2 months, 3 days, and 2-3 hours. Oh, yeah. 2-3 hours, they put 10 people together who don't know book to teach them 1, 2, 3 and ABC. And the children will be interested in doing that. Yeah. Before at the end of the month, will be getting small things. Yes. And then there will be supervising teacher to check on them. Yeah. Pretty soon, maybe in some towns, in 6 months, people will know how to write a name and how to put number in the phone in 6 months. Isn't that a good idea? Yes. Hey, it makes sense? Yes. Hey, possible? Yes. The next thing I want to do, all over the country I travel, the children don't know, the young boys are on the motorcycle, and a lot of Nimba children in Grand Judah, Bapulu, Grand Crew. There's a town called Philadelphia in Grand Crew. And then the other one in Grand Judah, Batijan. Those are mining towns. When you go there, you just hear a lot of mining, View boys, pellet boys, all of that. In fact, in Grand Crew, they formed an association called Across the Cestus River. The pellet people, the mano people, the View people. So, since they got Nimba Kwado, then they got Across the River Association. Across the Cestus River. So now, all they are doing is mining gold and diamonds. I want to change that story. To make Liberian young people learn trade. To be mechanics, to be carpenters, to be electricians. So when I become president, I will open free trade schools in the 15 countries for our young people to learn trade. Because you see, riding motorbike, by the time you're 40 years, your bike hurting, you can't make it. In fact, I was saying 40 years, one boy from Ghana, from my area, is in Philadelphia, that 40 years, you don't really how. See, I've been riding motorbike 3 years, now for me to wake up on time high. Say, my own schedule in Philadelphia, I'm making, I say, and tomorrow, and 6 o'clock, I'll come for you to carry you to Cleveland. Since 7 o'clock, they can be trying to win me on. They have for me to wake up. Because the motorbike set up. How work? When you put all that low and put behind you, you're going to wake up in the morning hard. It's getting tough already. Just 3 years. So all of them are happy to learn trade. School drop out, high school graduate. Not everybody go to college. But letting them mechanic work, carpentry work, tailoring work, ministry work. They will do something to take care of their own family too. But the motorbike work, go to JFK. Look at me. I'm talking about the boy who hit my nephew with motorbike, he himself, and the other passenger are lying in the hospital too. It's a tough situation. So we have to change that story. Today in our country, like Guineans and Nigerians and Ghanaians do all these technical jobs. Because the government string them. When they come here, job here, they don't want to get it. Go to Medicine State, go to all these different companies. When the Guineans and Ghanaians go there, they say, we came for a job. They say, what do you know? I'm a heavy-duty mechanic. I'm a light-duty mechanic. I'm a yellow machine operator. I'm a carpenter. When they turn to our young people in Liberia, what do you know? They say, I can do anything. Anything can get a good job. Anything people can get a good job. So the children come from different countries, young boys, they get good jobs there. When it comes and pay them good money, mobile money, go to the country, you can't stay here.
Exactly.
So our poverty is increasing because our young people don't have the ability to get good jobs. And the goal is to get, when you dig and then go, you can get that tough job. While I was in Granada, 5 young people earned. The land fell on them. When I went to Riverside, in Atia, I saw one boy. He left program against small money. I said, "Why?" He said, "At least I survived. My friend too, the play was digging, he left there, he died." It's a tough job. Every day they are dying in a gold mine. Right? They know mechanic work. I go on a trip, I say, anybody know mechanic work, they own my car sponsor. If you're making $100 right here on your trade. The children have to learn trade. They motorbike. And then our government is not serious to trade in other countries. The motorbike accident I see here, I didn't see it in Rwanda. I didn't see it in Benin. I didn't see it in Mali. In those countries, the government, before you get on motorbike, you have to go to a training school. They teach you how to ride motorbike. They teach you all the laws on the road signs and all. They teach you that. When you get certificate, then before they give you license, before they give you motorbike. Here the children, they're going to fear. They like, okay, I know how to ride motorbike now. So we have problems. In Rwanda, you cannot ride motorbike unless you got a license, and 2, got to ride motorbike with shoes or sneakers. You have to wear a vest, your name on your bike with your telephone number and motorbike number in Rwanda. Then you have helmet. Then you got one helmet hanging your motorbike. Only 1 passenger, not 2. Yeah. When you take out 1 passenger, you give the passenger motorbike, the helmet. Because most often that when motorbike accident takes place at your head, most of the passenger jump, they can jump and they fall on their head. So if you have that helmet, you may be right, but you survive. But it is a rule. If they find you, police find you without helmet, you say, I'm going right here, they find you. So that's why I say, one of the things I will do in this country is rule of law, to make sure the law are enforced. Nobody above the law. So we'll do in that educational area. Now the last thing I want to do, I talk about 3, I said I got 4 major projects among the 10 key things I want to do for Liberia. 4 things. Road is important for changing everybody's life. Health is very important for changing everybody's life. Education is important for changing life. The last thing is rice. Today, all the rice we eat in the country, we import it from India. And the price of rice is going up. As long as we're importing rice, the price will keep going up. The only way to stop price of rice going up is for us to grow more rice in Nigeria. That is the only way. There is no other way. But in Liberia, the cutlasses and what we use, they cannot increase rice production. No way. You can be strong like an elephant. You can produce 3 to 4 clean bags of rice 1 year on one farm. No, it's not possible. So, my method I've thought about is for government, under my administration, to buy rice producing machines. When you mechanize rice production, the only machines can produce 1 big rice from the fires too. You think we get 5 rice from the fires in the country, rice will finish from Liberia? That's what the person. So, we want to have mechanized farming. We buy machines and divide among all the farmers in the country through the farmers cooperative that already exist. And we use the machines to make big farms. In place of Nimba, you have 10 farms at Cocoa Park. Or in Bonkane, 10 farms at Cllr Rubber Company. Will rice ever finish there? No. The price of will the price of rice ever go up? No. In fact, it will go way down. My changing, I want to change that. So, I want to change Liberia's story from being a rice importer to being a rice exporter. Yes, sir. Yes. Instead of spending $200 million every year to import rice in this country, we can export rice and make $500 to $700 million a year. Wow. Because our population is small and we have a very rich soil. Yes. We grew up in the interior. You can make rice farm here, then you make another rice farm. So now 3 years in the same place, you get good yield. Egypt is a desert country. You can produce rice and export to the Middle East. For us, the soil is so rich. No sandy soil, nothing. No savanna, forest from Cape Mount to Cape Palmas. But all of that, we have to fight corruption. Now I have the room with sweet corruption in the government. Wow. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As long as people are corrupt, all these plans can't work. So I've been lawyer for 35 years, and I don't joke in law enforcement. Yeah, I don't joke. I don't. When I'm dealing with my friends in law, you know, there's nothing against you. That's the law. So we make sure that nobody is above law. The first place we start from fighting corruption. I already got a 12-count prescription for combating corruption. Amen. On the internet. First thing we start, the president's salary and benefit will be published on the internet. The salaries of every official government in the 3 branches of government, ministers, chief justice, justices, speaker, president pro tem, lawmakers, we will publish all their salaries on the internet. I'm a lawyer, I can back it. Article 15 of the Constitution says that Liberian people have a right to know about their government and its functionaries. Knowing about the functionaries, but also knowing about the salary that we pay you. We do that. And the reason why that is important, if one minister is making a salary and benefit can reach 50,000 the whole year, then after 3 months, he's living in this community, he start building fast-story building. When you look on your phone, you say, but what is my salary? Say, man, stealing. The salary guy cannot pay 500,000 house in 3 months. And everybody will start talking. Name me and shame me is one of the ways to combat corruption.
Yes, sir.
I will hear as president, I'll call you. I say, Minister, they say you're billing 5 to 8 billion in the year to every community. He say, yes, but yes, but you are fired. I fire you. And tell you what is like Grand Anti-Corruption Commission for investigation and prosecution. And when you are found guilty, you go to jail for 5 to 10 years. Not only that, all the balance of the money and all your houses that you built from the corruption money, cars and everything will confiscate all from you by law. Amen. Then your family starts suffering. Now my question to you, I want to answer. You think when 5 ministers are in jail for 10 years each, and your family members suffering because everything has been taken by the government, any minister want to steal him? No.
One year answer. Please answer a question again.
The 5 ministers are in jail for 10 years each because they are corrupt, and their family members are suffering. Do you think any one minister will want to be corrupt again?
No.
Then we'll finish sweeping corruption. They will finish sweeping corruption. Because if you abuse your office, somebody else will come there. You think anybody who wants to stay in government want job in my administration? No. Because they will not want it. And then when we do that, we'll have enough money for our road building machines, our rice producing machines, our educational program, our medical program and everything.
Yes, sir.
But more than that,
yes, sir.
you know that they still in government. When there were not plenty still in government way back, we never used to hear too much about Hamen business.
No, man.
But because they want to get in the government and still they go to medicine man, I really want to be minister. But bring me human being heart. Right now, all the representatives and senators, they get in 30,000. They got 30,000 now through 2021. Last year, they got 30,000 now again. They put big terminology, legislative engagement fund. They say when they go on vacation, the people can be asking them to pay market to pay. Everywhere I go in the country, I ask, your lawmaker did not pay help for you in your community. They say no. I said they told you to get 30,000 now for your 2021. 2020. They say no. Then I say okay. And they come in wrong campaign. When they come, Alice and say council, Gongloe say you don't get 60,000 in the 2 years. That's true. They will not. If they tell you the lie, they don't even campaign. Tell them yes. If you got that money, tell what you doing in the community. Yes. Even in this your community, the lawmakers that are there now, when they come, I can say. Council Gongloe say for 2 years now, you've been getting 30,000 each. That's 60,000. Tell all what you did with it in our district before you must stay there. On now one question, none of them will say anything good to you.
They will talk before they say.
But they don't talk. They sweep them from there. They are corrupt and they trade in government.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
no answer, no vote.
Because of that kind of money, that's the reason why people are dying. The bojo business, because I got to be represented, I got to be senator. Bring me human being labor, bring me human being this. So when we stop corruption in this country, not only will we have enough money to do what we want to do, but we'll be stable. Yes. Our doors will be open. Nobody will take our hand. Because no profit will be in killing human beings.
Your tongue will now go, your ear will now go.
That's what corruption.
How will now go.
So my people, I just want to be president to set one good example in this country for the future for people to follow. Because we are a rich country. The only reason why we are poor is we vote for the wrong people in power all the time. This time, when anybody can say, I want to be resident, I want to be president, I want to be there. Yeah, Burger resident. You say, yeah, sir, I will see the Burger resident. You know somebody that don't even know the function of the office they want to do? This thing I'm telling you, all over the country, I ask people. Anybody who is looking for president, have they come and tell you, have they told you this thing that, you know, this is what I want to do for the country? They say, no, we never hear that kind of story before. They never tell us anything. They can just come and say, yeah, beggar, right? My people, you know, you have just vote for me. Everything will be all right. You must make specific statement. I'm doing it so you can hold me responsible tomorrow. Can't go where you told us our children are going to go to school free. How can we pay? You told us pregnant women will go to hospital free. How can pregnant women? We have to be definite, clear to you, so that tomorrow you can hold us responsible. You can just kind of say, and some people will come to you, they never work in government their whole life, then they won't be president. And I'll put and say, you say you can plant new man, show the old one, right? Yeah. But you never plant that man, you say, well, I'll plant one man for you, man. You'll just be enjoying your sleep on it. But show the old one. So, my people, we have already seen the president. In fact, it has something like don't mind. The people are respecting the crown, the cripple, the crew. They speak their mind, the supple. I went there, said to me, I was lodging me in their home. In Nimba Kwado and Lufa, some of them would say, you know, we are working for government. In service in Liberia Park, they said to me, one said to me, told me, he said, you will sleep in my house, I beg you, man. I want to protect your job. I'm an opposition leader. He said, what kind of job? You will sleep in my house. I've been hearing your boy in Manila. I like you. You will sleep in my house. I said, you're not scared? He said, but what the government doing? The chiefs are now on payroll. Those are on payroll. We're not even taking pay. They don't want this government anymore. That's why as soon as I left from there, Vice President went behind me. Yo! She went behind me. But that mistake we made, because the kind of question they were listening, you were asking her, she should not have gone. Then you go with $9 million to each county, then you say no money, and civil servants are not taking people for 2 months. 3 months. 3 months. Then you, so where the money comes from, you give them for political reason. So, my people, that is true. I didn't come with money, I don't have money. But I strongly believe that when I'm president, we'll change Liberia's story for the better.
Oh God, thank you.
Zayo! Get a big hand clap. Music!